Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Who are you, Blues fan? We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Ashley. Oh my goodness. You talk about the guy that we had that said for the betting. If she almost nailed it. She almost nailed it, and they've missed the empty net 3 times now. Saad twice, her boy Saad twice, and Perron once to make it 5-1, and that was what Ashley called. Oh, my boys! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Yeah, baby! Oh, my goodness. This is what I talked about in the pregame, guys. I can't wait to get Ashley and Lance here or whoever shows up. And this is what I talked about. I said that in game 1, the Avalanche gave us their best game and barely beat us. Tonight, they gave us a great game and we beat them. Beat them. This wasn't a close one. We beat them. We did the things that we needed to do tonight to tie this up, to come back to St. Louis at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Central Daylight Time, at the Big E. Wow, what a game. This is why I tell you, you need to watch this show, right? This is exactly why. Lance, you and me, and first of all, I got to give Ashley all the credit in the world, because she damn near called it. She said 5-1. Right? She said 5-1 and just absolutely amazing. Avs demoralized after this one. They are a little bit, my friends. Tammy says, heck of a game. Jake says, Jake, you need to listen to Ashley because she damn near called this one for you. She said 5-1. I think you might have, if you listen to us, you might have made some money on this game. Oh man, what a great game by the Blues all the way around. First period, second period. I can't complain about anything other than maybe some missed passes and, some stuff like that. But when it came down to it, the goal against the power play goal, that was just an off, right? I think it hit Falk and bounced right back to Landeskog, right? Okay, Lance. What?
It's taco time.
Yep. Okay, you ready, Lance? We got to do the "You're Not Worthy" when we bring her in, right?
Okay.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy.
I was off by 1.
Worthy.
I wasn't perfect, but I did say 5-1, and it was close. They had so many empty nets.
3 empty nets.
I know. It was so freaking close, and I was just like, come on, just let me be right for once.
Oh, my goodness. What? And look, I love all my fans. I really do. And I love the 46. I was wrong. We had 46 watch that second intermission. Thank you so much.
I want to shout out.
I got called after game 1. I had an Avs fan on the BlueNote Fan Report Facebook page call me delusional. I'll tell you what, I wonder who's delusional now. I said in that the Blues didn't play as bad as everybody thinks. And the Avalanche gave us our best game and barely won. Barely won. Tonight, I think the Avalanche played the same style of game and lost. They didn't just lost. They lost. This game, other than the first period, once the Blues scored, it wasn't in contention. The Blues kept doing the things that they need to do, and Binnington's not going to give up those goals that we all think Binnington's going to give up. He's not. He's back. He's the Binnington that we love and love to bitch about.
Yeah. But speaking of our fans, I do want to shout out to Mike Dante because when I was wallowing in my self-pity, he had just the right things to say to cheer me up. So thanks, man, for helping us.
Oh, well, we love Mike. We love Mike. You know Mike's my boy.
That's
right?
not fair. He makes me wallow in pity, and he helps you get out of your wallowing in pity.
I know, right? No, he was great.
Mike Dante. Now look, I love Dante. That's why I call him Dante's Inferno. He can go from, this is the worst freaking Blues team that I've ever seen, and they deserve to be in last place, to this team is going to win the cup in a nanosecond.
Hey, guy.
In the same game.
Hey, the other night, he said, man, this is the worst game the Blues have played. They're not playing well. This series over, man. This series is over. And then during the thing tonight, man, they're playing good. And then 5 minutes later, man, they can't play like that.
I know.
I love him
Tessa.
so much.
We miss you, Tessa.
Hello, Tessa.
Hey, Tessa.
And Tessa, I know you haven't been here for a while. I just wanted to say this to you. I know that your Elks Club lost a very valuable member a couple of months ago, and we wanted to send our hearts out to you. I can't remember his name. Please forgive me because you're coming on the last second, and I just don't have it on my mind with all the things I got going on. But our hearts go out to you, and we want you to know that we're thinking of you and your Elks Club, and we appreciate you so much.
We have nothing but love for you, Tessa.
Yep.
Hey, guys.
I'm trying to keep up with everybody. Jake, I think you got a gambling problem, bud.
Hey, guy, what did I say after the last game? I said the Blues need to keep the Avs at around 30 shots or less, and the Avs had 31 shots on goal. Yeah. Bennington, another solid game, 968 save percentage. My goodness, just another stellar game for Bennington. And, I'm so glad that they brought him in that series against Minnesota, because I have a feeling we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Nothing against Phil Huso, a good backup goalie. But, the Blues played their game against Colorado tonight, and the few little minor slip-ups they had, Bennington saved them on those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. What I saw tonight, more than anything else, was a team that said, we're goldfish. We're going to be goldfish. And they came out from the beginning and played like that. I don't think that the Avalanche were goldfish. I think the Avalanche had an absolute memory of the last game and thought that that's what they were going to face and figured, okay, we played that perfect game. We're going to play that perfect game again and win. But you got to remember, they barely won that game. The goals the Blues got tonight. I heard a couple of Avs fans and a Blackhawks fan say that second Perron goal that Kemper should have had that's a goal scorer's goal. We talk about that all the time, right? That's a goal scorer's goal. And you look at, he's in the house. He's at the circle, right? I mean, he's at the faceoff dot, inside the faceoff dot at the circle. That's a goal scorer's goal. That's an absolute goal scorer's goal. I'm sorry. I think that was not on Kemper, and he kept it low. That was the other point. He kept it low so it caught Kemper's glove instead of going high where Kemper thought he was. I still did not see a penalty that they scored on. That was a hooking penalty. I saw it. There was a hooking penalty. It was back further than what we thought. They showed it on TNT. Lance, with all the back and forth with this development to become the beast he is, I believe Perron will go down in history as one of the best ever to wear the note.
Well, if you want my personal opinion, let's say David Perron stays here 3 more years. Let's just say that, and plays till he's about 37, 38. I would prefer to see his number retired over Petrangelo's any day, because even though Perron has been to a couple more teams, the only contracts he's ever signed are with the Blues in his career. Yeah, he played for the Ducks. Yeah, he played for Edmonton. Yeah, he played for the Golden Knights. But his best, he's a Blue through and through. And, I just love David Perron. I know I get onto him for some bad penalties, and he does, yes, take some bad penalties. Yeah. But, man, I'll tell you what, when he is on, the city loves him. He loves the city, and it's just great to see him have success.
Jason Nichols will never get Guy to agree with us. He's got sailor stubbornness. Anybody that knows me knows that that's absolutely freaking true. Absolutely true. First, let me say a big thank you to Ryan Green, Laura Brandon, Andrea Zymer Weiser, Danny Johnson, Jason Nichols, John Hefner, Jeff Horseman, and there's And Semi Helms, there's one more that I can't see, but thank you so much. 23 watching. I appreciate it. I know it's late.
Can I say one thing
I should
real
have
quick?
listened to you. What a win.
Can I say one thing?
Who is this? It should have listened to me.
Hey, Guy, can I say one thing?
Yes, go ahead, Lance.
Hey, Guy, we all love Guy, but let's all remember he has an issue pronouncing last names. So if your name is John Hezababalubaba, just put John H. It'd be much better for Guy.
Yeah, well, I do my best. First
he
playoff
can't
win
even
versus
say
Colorado since May 16th,
I know, he calls her Leah.
2001.
Or Leela.
Or Leela. Or Layla. Layla, he calls her
Layla.
Layla.
Yeah.
Layla, yeah. Hey, I do the best I can.
Yes,
I make
you do.
mistakes, but you know what? We're all
We're just
perfect. We're all
teasing.
having a good time, This is tonight. This is what... Look, I know it's one game, but I'll tell you what, Horseman. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jeff. I kill your name. I apologize. I'll try and remember it. Tonight is what the Blues needed to do.
Yeah, and you know what, Guy and I and Asher are always saying, losses are bad, but if this team would have played the way they did tonight for most of the game, yeah, the Avs took over for a few minutes here and there, but if they would have played the way they did tonight and lost 1-0, would we be upset? Yes, but we would be a little positive looking forward to Game 3. The fact that they won and played great, that's just a topping on the cake there.
Oh, absolutely. I said Game 1 was no one ever has.
Hey, Lance, when's your birthday?
You guys.
Huh?
When's your birthday?
I said after Game 1 that this was not a bad loss. And everybody else was like, bad loss, bad loss, bad loss, bad loss. And I didn't think it was.
August 13th.
I didn't think it was a bad loss. They showed that they got outplayed and damn near won. Oh, now here's they're showing the Perron goal.
You know what the difference?
Takes that goal from right inside the house, inside the circle.
Perfect.
That's not a bad goal.
No, and you know what? I'm going to tell you, he knew exactly where he was putting that puck. It wasn't a thing where he just shot. He knew where he wanted to go with that puck, and it went right there.
Yeah, Game 3 going to help decide the series.
Yeah, I think
I'll
so.
agree with that.
I'll agree. Yeah.
Right? I'll absolutely agree.
And guys, we've all said
very important.
This isn't a 4-game series. This isn't a 5-game series. This is most likely a 6 or 7-game series, and I think it's going to be 7.
Yeah, but Game 3 is going to give you
Huge.
It's huge. It's going to take the momentum and give. It's going to give the Blues a chance to wrangle this series, right? And to wrangle this series away from Colorado.
Guys getting into
Colorado is a good team.
Yeah, they are.
Okay?
They absolutely are.
Right? We have a chance right now to take a good, solid 2-1 lead on Saturday and do it in our barn. And at that point, Game 4 becomes one of them games where, okay, you come out and try and win, but I think we're going to show you what we are. I really think Game 3 could change this series. Absolutely. Right? Absolutely, if the Blues could play bad and okay, I can't believe I'm going to listen to Hockey Bob here for a second. Absolutely, the Blues could play bad and only lose in OT. Imagine what they could do if they played better. Well, Bob, you should have been here at the what do you call it? The pregame show, because that's exactly what I said.
And you know what the difference in the first game was?
Now that scares me because Hockey Bob's agreeing.
Yeah,
with
and you know what the difference was in that game? Overtime, the Blues had 0 shots on goal. That was the difference in that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
The what?
The difference in Game 1, the Blues didn't play their best game. They hung around. They tied it 2-2. But what made the Blues lose is them giving up 13 shots in the overtime to 0 shots in the overtime. No,
Kadri could start his match. I mean,
I don't
neutralized tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he will, because I think they have him pretty much under control and say, you cannot be the reason we lose this series because of a dumb penalty.
The Blues neutralized all the things that make Colorado a superior team. For the most part, they did, Jason. I'll agree with that. Let's go over the numbers here real quick. Blues ended up with 32 shots. Had 5 blocked, missed the net 9 times. Had 3 posts. Shot had 2 of them. They ended up having 38 hits, 8 giveaways, 7 takeaways. They blocked 17 shots. They won the faceoff battle 37-24 for a 61% to a 39%. Faceoffs are the key. Colorado ended up with 31 shots. Benner saved 30. Outstanding performance by Benner tonight. I haven't seen the 3 stars. We'll talk about that in a second. So I haven't seen the 3 stars. We'll talk about our 3 stars. And if you've seen them, don't tell us. We'll find out in a second. We'll tell you ours first. Colorado had 17 blocked, missed it 11 times. They had the attempts, but they weren't great. They had 45 hits. Let them hit us. 7 giveaways, 6 takeaways. They only blocked 5 shots. 3 stars for me. Star number 3. I would have to. Star number 3 to me is now. I'll let Lance go first. Your 3 stars, Lance.
I'm going to start at number 1. Number 1, Jordan Bennington. Number 2, David Perron, and that's very close. That's very, very close. Perron could easily been number 1. Number 3, I'm trying to decide here between an Avs player and a Blues player. I think I'm going to have to go with Kyrou. I was going to say Landeskog, but I'm going to go with Kyrou as number 3 because I thought he had a pretty good game. But even besides that goal he scored, I thought he looked pretty good. They tried to take him out of the game, and I thought he was pretty much in the game for the whole game.
No, I agree. Ashley, what do you got?
I already looked, so.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you what it is when you're ready.
Yeah, no, I just looked too. And actually that's why I asked Lance to go first, because I was almost going to give it to Landeskog. Go ahead, you tell him, everybody, what it is.
Perron got the number 1, Bennington got number 2, and Landeskog got number 3.
That's fair.
Okay, for me, I almost gave Landeskog number 3, but he really only scored 1 goal. For me, number 3's got to be Kyrou, because that goal was a lot more than just 1 goal. It opened up the scoring, and it changed the complexion of the game. For me, number 2 is Perron. While Kyrou changed the complexion of the game, Perron put the game to bed. The second and third goals put this game to bed. But Bennington, absolutely the number 1 star in my book, right? This is the guy. He was there. He was there from. He's been there when he was called on in the Minnesota series. He's been there.
I mean, I think that he was rewarded by being a star in the last game. Even though the Blues lost, they gave him the second star. So honestly, him having 2 second stars in a row, I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy for him.
Yeah, no, he's playing exactly what he's supposed to. Mike Rupp just said that he's seen this spinner before 2019 and he's dialed in. Absolutely he is. Right? And he's more dialed in than 2019. He is more dialed in.
When Jordan Bennington is dialed in, I know you said he flops around when he's dialed in. When he's not dialed in, he does move too much, and he's more jagged with his movements and not confident. When he's dialed in, he looks effortlessly, just like any goalie does. And it doesn't look like he's straining to do anything that he's doing. And when he's on like that, it's hard to get a goalie off of that. So I'm looking for something very similar from him in Game 3.
But you see, the thing that I see that just irritates me because no one else saw it was last playoffs when we were eliminated. He was the only one that showed up. He was making phenomenal saves against Colorado.
That's right.
But the team was not playing in front of him.
Yep. So, and the year before that, Ashley, against Vancouver, he wasn't playing. He was playing good, and everybody said he was the reason we lost. That the team played well, and no, the team didn't. The team has not played good enough in the last 2 playoffs to win the first series.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I'd have to go back and look. I kind of put a lot on Benner last season because he didn't have a good season to begin with.
Yes, he did.
He had a pretty good season.
The only bad season he's ever had was this one.
No, I don't know. I have to go back and look at it again. I kind of remember it was not as great as it was an off season for him. And he may have had an off season this year, but I think COVID had an absolute ton to do with it.
I think COVID had to do with the season before, but he was better in the season before.
And like I said, Jordan Bennington, everybody thought we were going to get this kid that had a 1.69, 1.79, or 189, whatever his goals against was in 2018-19. And I told people, you're not going to get him because teams are going to somewhat figure him out. And they tried to do that, and he's made adjustments. I told people he's going to be between a 2.5 and a 2.69 goals against guy and a save percentage of about 910 to 915. And if he does that, the Blues will be successful. And in these playoffs, he's done a lot more than that.
Yeah. We talked about Quick being a guy that can steal a series. Bennington is that guy too, right? Bennington is that guy too. And I'll tell you what, I would love if he's able to steal this series. I really would, right? The thing is, and I talked about this before, this Blues team has 2 conference finals in the last 6 years. Go back to 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7 years, right? This would be 7. 2 conference finals in that period. And this is a team that knows how to get there. And it's the one thing that the Avalanche don't have. They don't have a lot of playoff, and I mean beyond second round playoff experience. I think they only have 2 guys on their team that have cups.
No, they all wear cups. They all got to be protected.
Lance.
Well, you said they don't have them. I got to stick up for them.
You know what I meant. Don't be a Lance. Right? 2 guys. There's only 2 guys that got rings.
Thank you.
Right?
That's better.
It can still be made bad.
That's right. Sorry. Great. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley, your mind is sashaying down smut lane.
Well, it's your guys' fault. I mean, I come in here and it's the porn note fan report, or we should be advertised by Pornhub.
Yeah, well,
I didn't say that.
I'll take what I can get, If you need to get stiff, you get stiff with the fan report. You know what? That is one thing about this game and the Blues. What they are. The Blues are an offensive team. They can play defense, but they are a offensive team. And when they play offense and they can play their offense, they make things happen, right? They neutralized McCarr. I don't know how bad he's hurt, but he was pretty much neutralized. I think he was in on that goal. I think he was in on one of the goals.
He was in on the goal for Perron. He turned it over. But no, he was not in on the Landeskog goal.
And Carl, Berube's not going to get that because of the team he's got.
Yeah.
That's going to go to somebody who wasn't expected to do well.
Yeah. No, I didn't have an issue with. I actually think Berube would have had to win the division because everyone had Colorado picked. Berube had to win that division.
And if people don't know it, all the awards are voted on before the playoffs, so nothing
they are.
It's going to do anything. Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, that's all we need there, Ryan. What do you mean, like Lance? I said Blues 3-1, and I'm literal. No. That's not what I'm talking about. Don't go there. I'd love to have a bench full of cup winners and playoff-ready players chirping to each other, then having bet it matters with confidence. Yeah, it does, right? I think it really, really does. Makar had 0 points, and he was -2. There you go.
You know what?
He's hurt. I know I don't think he should win it, but at least be recognized for his efforts. Well, Carl, here's the thing. In my eyes, they underachieved.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I got to be honest with you there, because they should have gotten second in the division, and they didn't. When they needed to win in February or in March, they didn't. Right.
Also, guy, when they needed to win in November, December, they didn't. That's the difference between.
No, actually, go back. You need to go back. December is when they won.
November, they didn't.
November, they had they started off with 5 wins, then they had 4 losses, and then they kind of went 1-1. But in December, when we started having all of those COVID things, is when they started. When that's when the baby blues came up, and that's when Charlie Lindgren got 5 wins. That's when Gillis I think, got a win, and
No, he had
Ellis
an overtime loss.
He had an overtime loss, but Ellis got a win, didn't he? Or Hoffer got a win, right? So we had all of that coming there. The taco guy when you need him, he's out there, but that's something they should do. They should bring back the taco thing, right? Benner has made 1,058 playoff saves, most in team's history.
1,057.
Wow. 57?
It's on the Blues website and NHL.com.
Wow. That's impressive.
I'm not trying to be picky. I looked it up because I was just amazed at that, considering he's only been here a few years.
Yeah. He's got what? 4, 5, 6, 7. This is his 8th playoff series.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing about Makar, did you watch him in that third period? I watched him really close. He didn't have that burst, and he did not look as good as he did in that first, second period.
Yeah, we didn't have a bad February. We had a bad March. Our February was not that bad because we didn't play a lot. It was March. Yeah. March is when we really shit the bed, more or less.
Because I remember everybody saying we can still catch the Avalanche in February. By the middle of March into March, there was no way we were catching the Avalanche.
I was still saying we'd catch them.
Okay, well
I didn't want to bring that up.
I want to talk. Hold on, I want to talk about this. How Berube handled the tendies to the line changes, Tarasenko's trade background noise, the new kids coming in for the injured vets has been nothing short of phenomenal coaching. First of all, Carl, I look, great comment. However, I'm going to dispute some of that. No, we had a great April. We had a bad March. We flipped it in April. We only lost 2 games in April, and that was the last 2. Well, we only had 2 regulation losses in April. That was the last 2 games of April. First of all, the Tarasenko trade background noise was junk to begin with. It was never what it was reported to be, and I have proof of that.
Hey, guy, it was what it was that you and I both reported.
Yeah,
so we reported it.
Yeah, but the way it was reported in mainstream media, Carl's new to us, so he doesn't know us, right? Is not what it was supposed to be. Berube up to this year was not very good with playing young guys. He got forced to play young guys, right? And he learned something from playing young guys, and it benefited him. But I think he was forced to do it. Now, look, Berube has done a good job this season. However, this team did underachieve. At 109 points, they underachieve because they could have. You take 5 of those overtime losses away. That's 5 more points, and you're in second place. The fact that we didn't use the right guys in overtime, speedy guys, the guys that could score goals and get the puck and do that thing, that's on the coach. But I'm with what you say. Okay, so I understand that. Ashley.
I love you.
Oh, where's that Vince guy? Of course. Where is Vince?
Come on, Vince.
We won, so Vince isn't going to show up.
We love you, Vince.
Yeah, he's, and that's why I called him my troll. Yeah, right. And I hope he didn't get upset at that. But
the guy, I don't want to defame him. Let's call him what he is, a hobbit. Hobbits are.
Nah, he's a troll.
Hey, and I hear a lot of people say, "Well, we've got to trust Berube. He won a cup." Well, I'm going to tell you something. I know people that know Scotty Bowman, and Scotty Bowman won so many cups and was successful as a hockey coach. And you know what he said? One of his main things he said is, "I don't care how many cups I won. I learned something new about the game every single game I coached." He said, because you're always going to keep learning. Even if Berube's won that cup, he's going to be learning every game he coaches a game.
Oh, yeah. Connor McDavid's missing too, right? He's missing too. You're right, Matt Lowe. We haven't seen him there. Mike Keenan won a cup too. Should we trust him?
Yeah, good. It's a good analogy there, Jason.
That's a good point. Really good point. Ashley's on a roll tonight. My precious.
I'm sorry. He said something about a hobbit, so instantly I think of Gollum.
No. Okay, 920 goal scorers, second best power play. No, we had 109 points. That's not underachieving. Third place in the division is underachieving. Now, you are in the second round, and you took it, but There's points that were left on the table, and they're coaching points. And that's how I feel. There's some coaching points that were left on the table, right? Sorry if you don't feel that way. I get it. Tomorrow night, we will do a show, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Yes, I will be here. I will be ready to go. I'll do earlier DoorDash and have that. I'll be ready to go. I'm not going to let the outside noise bug me because we've got people now that want to watch this. We'll have a lot to talk about. Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which I think is 1 p.m. here. Go back 5 hours. Yeah. 1 p.m. our time. We will be on for the pregame show of Game 3 in St. Louis. It is going to be loud. It is going to be mean. And it is going to be fun. This is a game that we can't wait to talk about more tomorrow. I need to do some writing, see what I can get done. Guys, I love each and every one of you. Ashley, thank you so much for showing up tonight. Any last words?
Let's go Blues.
Lance Mann from The Drop, any last words?
Nope, no last words. Let's bring on Game 3.
I can't wait to see what 13-10 Edmonton Calgary game comes out. Wow, that's going to be interesting. Danny Johnson, Team STL. Danny, thank you, man. We appreciate it, and thanks for letting me post in your group. I really appreciate it. We thank you and all your watchers, and there's 17 people, man. Thank all of you. I can't say all your names because it doesn't show me all. Michael Edwards, Dan Bachetta, Chris Shockley, Mike Poppy, Silverback Stevens, Gina Massey, Marianne Holmes, John Adams. Thank you, President Adams. Ryan Green, and so many more. Andrea Zimmerweiser is in there. Who else? Shockey and Nichols is in there. Thank you all so much. We greatly, greatly appreciate you for doing this. Matthew Hubbard. Thank you, Matthew. Anytime. You know what, Danny? Now I want to ask this real quick before we go away. I was told that I could only post game day shows, but I do off game day shows. Are you okay with that or not? Let me know. I'll wait for your answer. So if you don't want me to post the off game day shows like tomorrow, I want to make sure I know, or if it's okay, let me know. Why do you only say the Facebook people? What about, because I don't get to see the YouTube names, right? I cannot see, if you like it on YouTube, I can't see it. I can only see, and I appreciate you. I really do, Tommy, but I don't get to see your names. Oh, look at this. We are open. We are on business. We've got a new group that likes the BlueNote. Right? Absolutely. We love this. Oh my goodness. Oh, you too. Right? We're Team St. Louis after all. Well, I appreciate it, Danny. And we try, the Hockey Fan Report, we try and cover everything. One of the things we believe here, Golf King! Golf King, thank you. We love you, man. We really, really do. Let me take a quick look. Maybe I can tell you real quick how many people like us on YouTube. Give me just a moment. Maybe if my YouTube wants to work for me today. I got too much other junk going on. Nah, it doesn't want to work right now. Oh well, maybe. Oh, hold on. Yeah, here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Your channel. And we have got 9 watching on YouTube. Let me bring it up here real quick. I got to mute it. Okay, we got 9, and we got 8 likes on YouTube. Thank you. That's great. That's great. You know, I usually do not get a lot of views on YouTube, but if you watch on YouTube, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're doing the best we can for you each and every day. We love you with all our heart and soul. You are what make this show what it is. 10 now. Well, I think I'm 10. I just liked it. So, guys, he keeps yeah, I'm the Energizer Bunny, right? Sorry. I mean, I got, as soon as I get ready to go, I get other questions. Darren Spangler Music, to embrace the Avs fan attitude from Tuesday. 3 more wins, Blues in 5, no problem. I like it. We post MLS Blues cards and Battlehawks Sand Clan. Well, actually, I'm going to try and start covering the MLS. I have a press pass, so I'm trying to work with them to see what we can do. So we'll see, man. All you guys, man, thank you so much. Right? Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock Central Daylight Time, right here, same bat channel. Same bat time. Aloha.